Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Manning, under fire. He's going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
So now it's second and long. Using his legs, it's Smothers. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Manning from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you could regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Manning. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Can't get him to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. And some room to work. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Mack. Pressure coming. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Using his legs, it's Hill. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
He'll run it again. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them at... He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And how about that, wasting no time. You go down, you give up 6 with your defense, but you come out aggressive. First play, Palmer, take a shot down the field and go make a big play.
You're seeing both of these offenses now, David, have success trading blows these last 2 drives. If this keeps up, we're going to have a barn burner.
And the extra point was good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the defender. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Looking for room. It's Hill. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Russell fires to the right, and he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. The run inside. It's Hill. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Slips a tackle. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There's a crease. He's at the 10. Takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorn.
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed. He takes it back for a long touchdown.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Coming out with it, it's Rogers. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for room, it's Riley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might be changing the route. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Throwing, Mack. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside. That
Caught, and he's got room. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. The run from the shotgun. Plows through the defense. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, 1 touch, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They go play action with Manning. He wants to go deep. Fires the pass, intercepted. Off to the races. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, teams that play cover 1 at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Hill. Makes him talk to the hand. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows.
Here's a little room there. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Longhorns in the hurry up. To throw, Manning. Gonna take a shot. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas! Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for one, please.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He might want another play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Austin Mack. Working that left side now. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, that's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been. And the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Dropping back, it's Mack. Got his man. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on. and his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Looking for a crease, it's Riley. Past the 45. Got room at the 35. Wide open space. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Manning. Hauls it in. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. The throw to the outside is complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. It's complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's Manning to throw. Going deep. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the 1st half. In the red area, it's Smothers. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to get it in. This defense rises to the occasion, and now deep in this game, will they send out the field goal unit or go for it on 4th and short? just enough time for one final play of the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. This is really aggressive here. Still just a one-possession game in the third quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Keelan Russell. The quick out. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Backed up now, here's second and long. There's some room. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. On the run, it's Riley. Picks up the first down. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs.
776 captain.
Mack. He's got the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Well, this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it down the field. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Throwing Manning. Finds his man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tide ready to roll on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Throwing Russell. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45.
Blue 22. Blue.
Gonna run it. It's Hill. At the 45 on its way.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Here we go. 390.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. On the draw, it's Hill. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Punts it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. Russell. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
The give. Finding some room. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Alabama pushing the tempo. From the red zone, it's Riley. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He's got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, Alabama! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive, and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Simon. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Bringing it back at the 30. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
It doesn't get any better for your defense offense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
The offense changing the play. Keelan Russell. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Russell. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Going with the ground game left. Turning it on. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous.
Could be an alley. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Trying to bully their way in. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Quick spin on the line. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Alabama quickly back to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
He's got him, and he'll be brought down.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Mack to throw for it on fourth. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
I mean, how about it, guys, right? I mean, we're up here in the booth. We can't believe they decided to go for it on fourth down with the lead. We thought maybe, okay, he's just going to come up and try and draw him off sides and get a cheap one and get a cheap first down. But no, this coaching staff, they decide to go out and not just go for it, throw for the first down, and they get it. I guess that explains why they're down there on the sidelines and we're up here in the booth.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Got enough space. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the ground, it's Smothers. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll go right back to the run, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country, and his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
See if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. Manning from the gun on third down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Alabama calls it second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Fourth down, Manning. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look at all the